What if Michael Jordan was dropped into the modern NBA, but instead of running the triangle, he had the full freedom of today's spacing, high ball screens, and off-ball movement? And what if the blueprint for this already existed with Anthony Edwards on the Timberwolves? Ant and MJ are two of the most electrifying highlight reel players the league has ever seen. The footwork, the power, the hang time, it's all there. The main difference, Ant has adapted his game to today's era with deeper range and more freedom off the dribble. Now in this video, we're fusing the best of the 90s Bulls with the modern Timberwolves to create the ultimate offense for Ant and MJ. It's explosive, it's dynamic, and it's built to let your superstar dominate from every spot on the floor. Now we're starting with our game plan so you can see exactly how this system works in NBA 2K25, everything from the spacing principles to your go-to actions. Then we're going to dive into 5 plays that bring this hybrid offense to life. And all of this can be run out of the Timberwolves playbook. So you can use this with the Chicago Bulls, just switch to the Wolves playbook at the start of the game. Okay, so now we're going to look at our game plan for this modern MJ Ant offense. So this scheme is built entirely around one thing, giving Anthony Edwards and Michael Jordan the space to dominate. So the goal is simple, create a system that puts our alpha scorer in spots where he can read, react, and destroy without second guessing. Instead of isolating every possession, we use structured movement to draw help away and let our stars operate in space. This is the blueprint. Jordan and Ant's elite athleticism meet the Timberwolves' modern spacing and set design. We're not just playing through the star, we're building a system around how to use them to their full potential. Then for the roles in this offense, Ant and MJ are the focal point and everything runs through them. So we want our primary initiator. This is going to be Edwards or Jordan. They start with the ball or come off screens to receive it in motion. You want them catching the ball on the move and attacking off screens. Then we want a secondary ball handler. This guy needs to be smart and steady. Think Connolly or 90s Ron Harper. They don't need to be stars, but they need to keep the offense moving and hit open shots. Then we need wings, shooters who stay active. They're not just spacing, they're screening, cutting, and relocating to keep defenders chasing. Then for our bigs, either a true stretch big who forces the defense out or a mobile screener who can slip and finish. You need someone who either creates vertical or horizontal pressure. Then for our offensive concepts, this offense uses a blend of pick and rolls, off-ball screens, and constant motion to wear down defenses and open up driving lanes for MJ and Ant. You're not just relying on ISOs, you're creating actions that pull help away so your scorer can get clean matchups. So we want off-ball screening. Shooters are always moving. You'll set down screen flares and curls, constantly running off each other. This makes it harder to help off without giving up wide open shots. Then we want pick and roll variations, whether it's a high ball screen, an elbow pick and roll, or a ghost screen setup. We're mixing looks to keep defenses from getting comfortable. The more chaos, the better. Then we want driving kicked windows. The moment the defense collapses, we punish. The spacing ensures there's always a shooter ready or a lane to re-attack. So everything is designed to let our alpha cook in MJ or Ant-Man, and once he starts going, the whole floor opens up. So the foundation of this offense is simple. Put the ball in your best player's hands and give them the space to work. Whether it's Anthony Edwards or Michael Jordan, this system opens almost every possession with an action designed to get your star downhill or into an isolation mismatch. We want to start most of our sets by placing Ant or MJ at the top of the key or the wing, surrounded by floor spacers and versatile screeners. From there, we give them the option to attack off a high pick and roll or read the defense and swing into an open three. The goal here is simple. Make the defense commit early and then let Ant or MJ punish them with a bucket or a kick out. So the first play we're looking at is Minnesota Fist 15 Horns exit, and this is the perfect play to get Ant or MJ going early and force a defense into tough decisions. Gives you a strong pick and roll look with a built-in counter for any help defense, creating multiple scoring options without sacrificing spacing. Start this play off by calling it with Ant or MJ at the top of the key, and then as soon as the play starts, the ball handler uses the screen from the big man to drive downhill, and this is where we can put pressure at the rim. If the defense doesn't help, you got a clear path to the basket where you can finish and put a ton of pressure on the rim. Now, if they do shut down the drive, the big man is rolling to the basket, and here you can just dump it off to him, and this is going to be your second option on the play. At the same time as this whole action is going, the point guard is cutting through the paint to the opposite corner. As he clears, he receives a screen to flare out and spot up, giving you a kick out option for a wide open three, and is another great option on this play. The next play we're looking at is Minnesota Fist 25 Nash. This is a great action where you want to flow into into a pick and roll, and this puts a ton of pressure on the defense to stay disciplined through multiple screens while giving Ant or MJ a ton of options to attack the basket. So you want to call this with your point guard at the top, then swing it to either Ant or MJ on the wing, and then you're going to get a double screen that is designed to get them downhill and force the defense to react. Because there is two screeners on the play, it's extremely tough for defenders to stay in front and contain the drive. Now, once you turn the corner, we're going straight at the rim to try to finish for easy buckets. Now, if the defense collapses, you've got two options. First, the screener rolling to the basket for a dump off where we can finish, and then our other option will be our second screener pops out to the three-point line, and if the help comes inside to stop the drive, just kick it to the perimeter for the open shot. Then if you want to take this Michael Jordan Ant-Man offense to the next level, then you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up right now, I have part 2 of this breakdown live with 6 more plays for this MJ Ant system. These plays will give you even more tools to attack defenses, including a ton more ways to get open shots for your big time scores and some more great actions to help get the rest of your teammates involved. Then if you're really trying to level up your 2K game, there are a ton more full scheme breakdowns already live for other amazing teams like the 2025 Warriors and the 2025 Boston Celtics and more. And everything is designed to help you play like the best teams in basketball and dominate online. Now this site is a monthly membership, and included you get full access to all of my Madden and college football 25 schemes where I recreate NFL and NCAA offenses and defenses in videos just like this NBA one, and there are hours and hours of Madden and college football content on the site already, so you can get access to all of these videos for one price. And also I'm running a 2K sale on the site. Just use code KR2K at checkout and get 50% off your first month. So you want to check out Scheme Kings. I will leave a link for it down in the description below. When Ant or MJ don't have the ball, that doesn't mean the play stops. Our focus will just shift. In this section, we'll show you how to use off-ball screens to generate clean looks from 3 or create driving lanes. This is all about creating space for Ant and MJ to weaponize their supreme athleticism. So we're going to use a combination of pin downs, flares, and staggers to shake defenders and get your star cutting into space. And once they catch it, they're a live threat. Either pull up immediately, catch and go downhill, or collapse the defense and kick out. This keeps them active without the ball and makes the defense work every possession. First play we're looking at here is Min Fist 25 Iverson. This is a great play to get your star moving early and create multiple scoring options off motion. Sets the tone right away by using movement to force the defense to chase from the jump, opening up clean looks for your best score before the ball even hits the floor. Call it with your point guard at the top while Ant or MJ starts in the wing. Then they're going to run an Iverson cut, sprinting across the top of the floor and using a pair of screens to get open on the opposite wing. Once they catch it, if there's space, just rise up and let it fly. This is a great rhythm shot off movement that punishes defenders for trailing. If their defense closes out hard, then the read changes. You've got a pick and roll set up on the wing ready to go. Use that to explode downhill and get into the paint, attacking with full momentum where you can make plays at the rim. If the defense collapses to help, you'll have a roller diving to the rim for a dump off and an easy finish. The next play we're looking at is Min ISO Pin 2 Exit. This is a hybrid set that flows from off-ball movement directly into a pick and roll, then to isolation. It's built to give your star multiple chances to score, whether that's off the catch, attacking downhill, or breaking down someone in space. So you want to start this play at the top with your point guard. Then MJ or Ant will begin at the elbow and receive a pin down screen to pop out to the top of the arc. If they come off clean, catch and fire immediately. This is a great set to generate rhythm threes at the top of the key. Now, if the defender closes out and the shot isn't there, the next option triggers a pick and roll at the top of the key. Use it to get downhill and put pressure on the rim and attack with our super athletic guard. But if the defense shut down both options, we're going to now shift to an ISO on the wing. Pull the ball back out and let MJ or Ant go to work. Everyone else spaces out and clears, giving them room to attack one-on-one where you can get to the rim or hit a mid-range jumper. With so much attention being drawn towards Ant and MJ, it opens up perfect opportunities to get your role players involved. This part of the offense is about smart spacing, quick reads, and knowing where the open man will be when the defense overcommits. Though the stars will always be the center of what we're doing, we need sets designed to get others involved. Guys like McDaniels and Scottie Pippen. We'll show you how to use off-ball actions and smart spacing to take advantage of the gravity that Ant and MJ create. So the play we're looking at here is Minnesota Quick 2 Double. This is a great set for getting a reliable shooter involved without needing the ball in their hands. hands. It's a simple concept, but one that creates a ton of stress for the defense and can be used as a way to get others going without your star being at the center. So start this play with your point guard or secondary ball handler on the wing, and I like to use this as kind of an isolation setup. Attack your defender off the dribble, try to collapse the defense by getting into the paint and forcing help, and if the lane is there, finish at the hoop. As this is happening, your small forward will lift from the opposite corner using a double screen to come to the top of the three-point line. If the help commits inside, the read is simple. Kick it out to your shooter, who should be wide open off the action, and this is a great way to get a ton of open shots on the perimeter. But then if the defender rotates in time to take away your three, then your small forward can put this ball on the deck and attack a shifting defense downhill, and should lead to a ton of easy finishes. So in this video, you can see how deadly this Ant and MJ offense can be, but make sure to check out part 2 of this series over on Scheme Kings. There is 6 more advanced plays up right now that is going to make this system way tougher to stop. Then if you want to see a similar breakdown like this, but where I go over the new Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler Warriors offense, then you can check out the video breaking all that down right here.